Hi and welcome to the latest Quickfire video, where we talk to leaders in telecoms and the Internet of Things. My name's Jeremy Cowan, publisher of IoT Now and Vanilla Plus. And today we have two guests here to talk about the problems enterprises are facing in digital transformation. First, I'm delighted to introduce Jon King, Chief Commercial Officer at Kaleido Intelligence. Jon, welcome.
Thanks, Jeremy. It's good to be here.
Good to have you. And we also have here Steffen Sorrell, Kaleido's Chief of Research. Good to see you too, Steffen.
Hi, Jeremy. Thanks for having us on. Good to be here.
Good to see you. For anyone not familiar with Kaleido Intelligence, the company is a London-based consulting and market research firm helping clients in the financial and telecom sectors. And they do this through strategic insight, competitive intelligence, trend analysis, marketing and product strategy. Jon, I wanted to come to you first if I can. I understand Kaleido Intelligence is planning some large-scale research into the connectivity needs of enterprises. What are the problems that you're looking for more insight into?
Well, Jeremy, really the aim of this project, and you're right, it's quite a large-scale project that we are undertaking, is to help enterprises and vendors alike, I should say, to firstly understand and secondly address the challenges that the industry is facing to realize the potential, the opportunity that connectivity solutions can bring. And we know from our research that there is great potential through connectivity solutions that will enable new services for enterprises. At the same time, we know there are many serious challenges that they face to realize this. It could be from as basic as understanding technologies, overcoming complexity for deployments, and really helping them to realize those perceived benefits that often get talked about. So our research will showcase just how enterprises across 5 different sectors are approaching their current and future connectivity roadmap. So everything from the perceived opportunity to the pitfalls, their priorities, you name it. And the outputs that we want to get from this will really help the industry as a whole to progress and I think move forward together.
Steffen, how many enterprises and executives will you be talking to, and how are they being chosen, and in which geographies and industry sectors?
Yeah, good question, Jeremy. So we're really looking for, as Jon mentioned, quite a large-scale undertaking here. So we're aiming to speak to between 750 different enterprises across, as Jon mentioned, 5 different industry verticals. So we'll be looking for responses from decision makers in energy, healthcare, industrial, smart cities, as well as transport and logistics sectors. So those are really some of the key sectors that we've identified within IoT. And we want to make sure that we really get responses from decision makers so that we understand, as Jon mentioned, really what are the pain points, what are their perceptions around the industry, how can the industry help, and really understanding their needs and as a way to portray how these challenges and perceptions can be addressed for future growth in IoT.
Staying with you for a moment, Steffen, this research, it must have been triggered by concerns around the pain points that enterprises are facing. What exactly started the research, and why are you targeting energy, healthcare, industry, smart cities, and transport and logistics particularly?
So in terms of the research itself, I mean, when we speak to, so we have ongoing discussions, of course, throughout the year with vendors, service providers, as well as enterprises themselves. And, one of the ongoing themes is that there are certain challenges that they are experiencing when, for example, rolling out global solutions. I mean, IoT, the nature of sales channels, the nature of supply chains, these are global facts, and that ties in with to the fact that IoT is a global endeavor. So it's a highly complex area that often requires bespoke services on behalf of the enterprise to realize success. And as we've seen, oftentimes these IoT projects fail for one reason or another, whether that's because it's too difficult to roll out globally or because perhaps they're not getting the coverage they need. So we want to understand really what are those problems, how can they be addressed? In terms of the verticals, I mean, this is really off the back of our ongoing discussions and forms the basis of our own data behind the IoT. So these are the 5 key sectors that we've identified as high growth areas for IoT. And some of that, for example, healthcare, industrial, as well as transport and logistics, for example, they're all tying in quite closely with what's been happening over the past couple of years. I mean, these are sectors that have been heavily driven in recent times by the COVID pandemic as a way to mitigate what's been going on in terms of staff absences, supply chain constraints, and so on.
Jon, turning to you, I believe you're looking for sponsors to help deliver the research. What will the sponsors get out of this, and how long will the research take? And finally, how can people reach you to discuss this?
So we're really excited to make a start on this project to help the industry with these new insights. There's quite a lot of extensive work to be done, and we anticipate probably 4 to 5 weeks of research in the field, plus a couple of weeks of analyzing all of the data. And for those firms listening to this who want to sponsor the research, please do contact either myself at info@kaleidointelligence.com, or of course the IoT Now team as well, which is info@iot-now.com.
Well, that'd be great. I'm sorry to say that's all we have time for. It just remains for me to say a big thank you to Steffen Sorrell of Kaleido Intelligence. Steffen.
Thanks, Jeremy. Looking forward to the research.
And to Jon King. Thank you, Jon.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us around the world. Till the next time, bye for now.